Unscripted.
So there was some quite hilarious news that came out today, and regarding the Xbox, and of course the PlayStation 5 was in there as well. And again, this is where I kind of preach a lot of times that competition is key, right? And you want that competition, and you want that to kind of be a thing. Basically, this is kind of blows my mind that this is the type of thing that's happening. To be honest with you, so. Who the heck in their right mind would be okay with this? I'm not really sure, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to talk about it. Again, this is one of those things that I find to be absolutely incredible, and Sony's response and the way that Sony does things just proves that they're that much more in tune with, exactly what the gamers actually want. So I think that this is something that is definitely needed. This is something that definitely needs to be talked about, and this is something that should be talked about by every Xbox gamer, by every Xbox fanboy, every Xbox podcast, every Xbox everything. And this should be the topic of conversation, and nobody should be defending Microsoft's practices here. And if you didn't know what I was talking about, I'm talking about this. So Microsoft today came out and announced that there's an update on Xbox Live Gold pricing. So this is what they had to say about this. They are effectively doubling the cost of Xbox Live Gold, taking away your rights as a gamer to game the way that you were. If you were just somebody that wants to play Xbox Live and play Fortnite or whatever, or play Apex Legends or Warzone, those are free to play games, and you were paying $60 a year for the right to play those games online. Now it's $120 a year or $100 a year at the cheapest, because they changed the pricing. It's basically a bully tactic to get people to switch over to Ultimate Game Pass, which is $180. Now think about this. Not everybody cares about Game Pass. Not everybody wants Game Pass, right? Some people just want to play the games that they like online. Why should they have to pay triple the price that they were? Again, so this is what Microsoft has to say about this. Since we launched Xbox Live 18 years ago, we've been working on to make it the most advanced multiplayer network available for the greatest community of games, and there are a lot of you, millions of people come together to play Xbox with friends and discover great games. We invest in our community by strengthening the digital safety of our players, enable new ways to share, communicate, and play with your friends, and delivering industry-leading reliability across our network. Periodically, we assess the value and pricing of our services to reflect changes in regional marketplaces and to continue to invest in the Xbox community. We'll be making price adjustments for Xbox Live Gold in select markets. In many markets, the price of Gold has not changed for years, and in some markets, it hasn't changed for over 10 years. So what does this mean for you? If you're an existing online 12-month or 6-month Xbox Live Gold member, there's no price change if you choose to renew your membership, and it will renew at the current price. The price of a 1-month Gold membership is increasing to $10.99 a month. And the price of a 3-month membership is increasing $5 a month, so the equivalent amount of your local market. If you'd like to upgrade your Gold membership to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, your remaining Gold time will also convert directly to Ultimate up to 36 months. For example, if you have 11 months of Xbox Live Gold now and you upgrade to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, those 11 months convert to 11 months of Ultimate. They're basically trying to strong-arm you to upload to Ultimate. So basically, they took away the 1-year option, and now the 6-month option is $59.99, which used to be the 1-year option. The 3-month option is $30 a month. So you can think about that. You're going to be paying quite a bit, and of course the 1-month option is now $11 a month. So there is no cheap way around this. This is something that honestly is pretty ridiculous to see. And you know what? I do think that this is something that they've kind of gone too far with. And a lot of people were worried about this. They're going to raise the price of this. They're going to raise the price of that. And here they are. They raised the price of it, just out of the blue. And we knew something was up. We just didn't really know what was up. And the reason why we didn't know what was up was because, quite frankly, we had people telling us that we were going to have free online for the longest time, and now it's like we don't get it. And the main thing is Xbox Live Gold has been pretty much ridiculous and ridiculously bad for a very long time now in terms of the stuff you get in return. It used to be, you know, for the prices you get to play online, and you get pretty decent games every month with games with gold, and you got perks or, you know, demos or content first or whatever. Now you don't get any of that stuff. So that's a kind of a bit ridiculous, to say the least. And, you know, at the end of the day, you just have to kind of scratch your head and go, what the heck are Microsoft thinking? This is absolutely ridiculous. You know, on the other hand, you have Sony, who are doing PlayStation Plus, which, you know, is half the price, literally, of Xbox Live Gold now, and they're giving you way better content, right? So, I mean, just look at where we're getting in February alone, a new AAA Destruction All-Stars, a new IP from Sony themselves. That is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, Microsoft did make an announcement with Games with Gold today, and it's a decent lineup, but damn, you're going to double people up for that? I think that's kind of ridiculous, and, you know, I can't really believe they just kind of did it out of the blue. Now, again, the thing that probably Sony's laughing about right now is the fact that, you know, we're getting so many perks. Just like I said, Destruction All-Stars coming free. You know, you also have to, really think about the things like this. Okay, like, look what Sony's getting everybody into. Resident Evil Village demo actually is on the PS5 right now. I mean, like, this is something that's incredible. A perk of being a PlayStation Plus subscriber. They do all kinds of cool stuff like this, and it really kind of changes the game. And I think that that's what, you know, so many people kind of get excited about when it comes to this sort of thing. So yeah, you know what, I'm excited about it. I think, you know, a lot of people are probably amped about it. And when we look at what's going on with you know, Microsoft, they don't seem to have a clue. They seem still as much out of it now as they've always seemed to be, you know, as far as I could tell, you know. And so, again, this is stuff that we kind of look at and we kind of say, okay, what's really going on with this? You know, why are they doing this? Why are they choosing to do this? Meanwhile, Sony's out there busting their butts for the gamers, you know, paying attention to what fans want. And that's really something that I think people don't understand when it comes to this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we really do want to see kind of the best stuff going forward, and this is not the best way to go about it. I don't know who needs to get out there and get on the horn and talk about, you know, and talk about this stuff, but it definitely needs to be, said. You know, this is something that that obviously is wrong. And then when you just look at the competition, how the heck, you know, I know that people think that Xbox Game Pass is a, you know, it is a great deal, right? And, you know, it is, for, I guess, for a certain type of gamer. But again, we're 500 plus days without a AAA exclusive from Xbox, and people are paying $180 a year. You're looking at over 2 years' time by the time another AAA releases on Xbox Game Pass day and date. That is ridiculous, and people are paying hundreds of dollars. That's almost $400 over those 2 years for Game Pass, and you're basically just paying that to rent some indies and some old games that you probably already played. So yeah, you know, I get a little bit ticked off about this stuff, and it does sort of, you know, irk me more than anything that this is happening. And I just hope that people don't sit there and, you know, damage control this and try to justify this, because when you look at the competition and what Sony's doing, they're really doing things for the gamers. Like, this really goes to show how tone deaf Microsoft are. It's all a business for them, and I realize it's all, everybody wants your money, but wow, you know, I believe it or not, Game Pass is going to go up in price at some point too, and this is like going to lead down to a bad road for all of us. So yeah, this is really, really unfortunate, and you know, I can't really believe that something like this is sort of happening right now at this particular time. Especially, think about this, the worst possible time for Microsoft to do this is right now. They literally have nothing to play, and you know, I just find it to be ridiculous. Even their whole strategy for Halo Infinite and making it free to play. How is that free to play if people are having to force to pay at least $120 a year for gold now, right? That's a double of the price. Wow, like I'm scratching my head at this whole idea. Like, I cannot believe that this is happening. You know, this is something that I didn't think would happen. I just thought it was just absolutely ridiculous that it could happen like this. And you know what I mean? I just thought that was something that, you know, that they would be smarter than, because they always talk about transparency, and the fact of the matter is, you know, they aren't being very transparent. So, you know, I this is the type of stuff that pisses me off as a Xbox fan. You know what I mean? I just find it to be sort of ridiculous and sort of kind of interesting to sort of see this kind of stuff, and you know, it does tick me off. I'm sorry, you know, I know a lot of people won't want to hear it, but this is just something that's like double. How are you gonna do that to your fans just out of the blue like that? You know what I mean? Just absolutely ridiculous to see that happen. I can't believe it, you know. And again, if you're playing on Windows, all this stuff is free. They're not charging anybody anything for that, right? I mean, are they chasing people off to PC and these other places? Like, you know, they're not charging you to play online on your phone or your PC. Only us console folks. It's completely ridiculous. I don't understand this at all. So I will link all of this stuff. Sony's got to be laughing their asses off right now, by the way. Thank you so much for watching one of my videos. This is Crapgamer, Crapgamer Reviews. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.